All right, good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Best Daily Best channel. I'm your host, Sportsman D, and we are coming off of a fantastic Monday Magic Day where we went 3-2-0, so 3 wins, a couple of pushes, and no losses yesterday. So that was fantastic. We really could have killed it, but the Stars and uh, the Golden Knights, they took away a little bit of thunder. However, I did bet the Stars for the underdog at plus 150, so we still came up on top on that. So all in all, fantastic day yesterday. A dog of the day is 3-3, so that is fantastic. But we don't have one today, so let's go ahead and get into what we do have. Pick number 1 is going to be the over of 4.5 for the Kansas City Royals. Now, the reason I'm telling you to take the Royals here is I don't know who the pitcher will be for the Royals. Since they haven't released that yet, I don't know. What I do know, however, is that Mr. Matthew Boyd is not a very good pitcher. So he pitched 5 innings against the Royals and gave up 9 hits, 4 earned. So if you look at his little track record here, it's just not been good. He kind of was picking it up a little bit against the Twins, but hasn't pitched very well against anybody else, including Kansas City. So I really like the over of 4.5 for the Royals. Now, that's priced right now at minus 150, so there's really good solid juice on that. I would hit that one pretty decently. If you look at the last few games the Royals have played, they're playing really, really well. So I want this over 4.5. Depending on who the pitcher might be here, maybe take the over of the full side at 9, but I'm a little reluctant to do that without knowing who exactly the pitcher is going to be. So take the Royals over 4.5 runs themselves. All right, let's move over to the Cubs and the Indians. We're taking a full side total here, and it's going to be the under. And don't let ESPN lie to you. It's sitting at 8.5. So the under is currently sitting at 8.5. At least on the boards in Vegas at time of recording, and on my side at time of recording, it's sitting at 8.5. So definitely take it at 8.5 on the under. Why? Carrasco's got a shabby record here and a good ERA. So why? Well, the real deal here is that Carrasco is red hot the last few games here. So you take a look at the last 3 games: 6 innings, 2 hits, no earned; 6 innings, 6 hits and earned; 7 innings, 7 hits and earned. And this guy's pitching really, really well. Looks like he gets in a little bit of jams here, giving up some hits, but they don't really materialize. So feel real good about that. On the other side, it's Yu Darvish, and I guess as a Dodgers fan, I suppose that when you're not stealing his signs, he's a really good pitcher. So that's kind of what we've come to find out here, is that, yeah, he actually is a really good pitcher, but the Houston Astros absolutely broke him for 2 seasons, stealing his signs, getting reads off him illegally, blah, blah. We know the story. Goddamn cheaters. But here's the deal. Since he's come back and been signed by Chicago, he's pitched really, really well. At least this season. I guess last season he had pitched very well. But this season, look at this. Look at these numbers. This dude's pitching phenomenally. So let's take him again. I mean, if you take a look as well at his stats at home, he's pitching really well at home. So go ahead and back the under of 8.5. If you actually want to take a winner, I think it probably is the Cubbies. Just because they're at home, although I guess that doesn't mean a whole lot. But the Indians are kind of scuffling, so maybe take the Cubbies just because I've got Yu Darvish, but I'm not touching that. Our pick here is the under of 8.5 in the Cubs-Indians game. All right, let's flip that upside down and go, or whatever. That didn't make any sense. Let's go over to hockey and do the Islanders and Tampa Bay game here, and we've got the over here as well, boys and girls, and it's going to be a 5. So the over of 5 here, I think is definitely going to play, and a little bit of a trend. So you have over, under, over, and then a push. Actually, I guess it was 5.5 here, so that was under. That did kind of fuck us, but. I think that that's going to trend to be an over. I actually think that the Islanders put up a good fight here, and I think this is a 4-3 game. Maybe 5-3, maybe an empty netter, but I think it's 4-3 Islanders. But I'm not willing to put my money on that. I just know that this game is going to go over. Maybe it's another 8-2 ass whooping. The Lightning are really, really good. So who the hell knows? But I do know this game's going over. Fourth and final pick here today, fellas, is going to be the the Nuggets. Oh, psych out. It's the Nuggets. It's not the Slippers. So, you know, I'm a hater. I'm a Clipper hater. So, I'm going to continue that here. Clippers are a good team. All right, don't get it twisted. And they probably win this game. But I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a back and forth game. And I'll say this. If the Clippers are ahead by less than 10 in the fourth quarter, it's going to be trouble because they cannot seem to close games out. Now, if they're losing, they may surge ahead and squeeze out the Nuggies, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be a really, really close game, and I think that probably Clippers do win, but I think they win by a couple of points. I would definitely not even want to bet on the money line, such as it is at minus 330. That's way too low. There's no juice there. And I also wouldn't necessarily want to take the Nuggets straight up either, although, frankly, that plus 270, that's rather appetizing. So who knows? But either way, guys, our pick is plus 7.5 for the Nuggies. They're going to take on the Slippers and maybe advance. Who knows? All right, so let's go ahead and bring this thing home here. There we go. We've got the we've got the over of 4.5 for the Royals against the Tigers because of their pitcher, Matt Boyd, and the fact he's going to get rocked. All right, now we got the under of 8.5 in that Indians and Cubs game. Okay, we have the over of 5 in the Islanders and Lightnings game. And we have the Nuggets plus 7.5. Obviously, they're playing the Slippers. All right, so get those picks in, guys. Good luck, and let's make some money today. Let's make it a Magic Tuesday as well, all right? Join me here again tomorrow around this time for another slate of the best daily bets.